Did you know that more critical hires happens between September and December every year ahead of the new year? In this video, I'll be explaining how best to use this window before it closes. So usually the cycle is from September every year. Companies begin to put out job adverts and they begin to search for candidates aggressively. What companies make sure to do is that they actually try to secure talents for their company ahead of the next year. So you find that if you get a job between September to December, you'll most likely begin your role in ending of December or January or February the next year. So hiring slows down between January till maybe the summer, and it's usually worse in the summer. In fact, during the summer, hiring is almost non-existent because a lot of people are going on holiday and all that. Once they come back from September, the hiring surge begins again, and this has been a pattern over the years. So if you've missed it throughout the year, if you haven't put in energy into your job search throughout the year, right now as I speak to you, because by the time you'll be seeing this video to potentially be October, so right now the hiring surge has already begun. And even if you have not started applying in September, it is not too late for you to actually start putting in your application aggressively. Now is the time where companies need people, and now is the time you need to present yourself as the best candidate for any role that you are interested in. So if you haven't started applying for jobs already, you need to actually begin now, so that by 2026 you'll be entering the new year with a job offer at hand. Now, if you're actively in the job market and you've actually started applying aggressively, this is my advice to you while you embark on this job search. My first advice to you would be to apply with intentionality. What do I mean by this? If possible, identify companies that you would want to work with. Check if they have put out job adverts and ensure that you are packaging your applications in the best possible way. For me, I'm not in the school of thought of people that says you should put out or push out more than 50 applications per day, because I find that to be very unrealistic. I understand that these days it is very hard to get a job, and the market is very fierce and the market is very competitive. It is challenging. We have the ATS system that they're using to quickly identify CVs that matches job descriptions and all of that. With all these things being in place and with all the things that are fighting against your success in the job market, you don't want a situation where it's like you are pushing out a lot of applications without properly ensuring that you are packaging your CV in such a way that there is no way that you would not be selected for an interview. I want you to actually prioritize quality over quantity, right? Identify those companies that you are very interested in. And even if you are not interested in them, because honestly, you wouldn't want to box yourself in a category or within a list of companies. I mean, there are other companies that probably don't tickle your fancy just by looking at them, but you still want a job, right? Make sure that you are prioritizing quality over quantity. Now, I did a video where I broke down how I package my job applications before sending them out. And if you are interested in that video, please click on this link to actually watch that video. Make sure that you are prioritizing quality over quantity, and make sure that you are applying with intentionality for each of the jobs that you're applying. This involves using different CVs for different job applications, making sure that you actually submit cover letters for each of these job applications. Just do your best, right? Be intentional about each application. My second advice to you would be for you to actually go into full-blown networking. The goal here is actually for you to figure out ways that you can bypass the apply now button. You want a situation where it's like you skipped that process and have gone all the way to the interview stage. By networking, you can actually get an interview faster compared to if you go through the company's website and try to apply for the job through their website, right? Networking can actually cut the process for you and help you skip the line or jump the line straight to the interview. I find networking to be a very powerful tool. And why I'm saying this is that recently I've actually gone into full-blown networking on LinkedIn. And before, I was among the category of people that would say, I don't know how to network. I don't know how to reach out to people. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to send messages. I don't know how to engage on LinkedIn. And right now, I'm actually working on a project called My Tribe. My Tribe is just basically a community for immigrants, right? I'll be launching really soon. And while going through this process of trying to launch, it actually forced me to start networking on LinkedIn. And I kid you not, from the moment I actually became very much active on LinkedIn, posting different things and just following people, commenting and all of that, I've had people reach out to me and say, oh, I can help you in this way with regards to your project. I can help you in that way in regards to my tribe. I can provide you with this. I can provide you with that. I've had to reach out to some people myself, but some people have actually reached out to me personally to say, oh, I can help you with this. Once you go live, please, I'm more than happy to help you. I wouldn't have been able to even get that if I didn't go into full-blown networking, right? This is what I'm trying to say. Networking can actually present things to you that you never knew existed in the first place. It can actually present roles to you that you don't even have to even apply for. Someone can see you, see your post, see your comments, see something and actually tell you, oh, we have this position available. Are you interested? Or you could actually reach out to someone and ask, oh, do you have this opening in your company? I have so and so and so skills and I'll be able to do this and this and this and put this and bring this to the company if I'm being hired. And who knows? You never really know, right? This might actually be your ticket to an interview. So my advice would be for you to actually go into full-blown networking right now. If you haven't started, please do this as soon as you can, or start this as soon as you can. Thirdly, my advice to you would be to actually start preparing for basic interview questions like, tell me about yourself. When I was in the job market, when I was looking for a job actively, what someone said to me was that if they should wake you up from sleep right now and ask you to tell me about yourself, can you say it? Like, it should be part of you that no matter what you are actually doing, no matter where you are, no matter, even if you just woke up from sleep and someone says, tell me about yourself, you should be able to start telling the recruiter about yourself in such a way that you automatically move to the next phase, right? Now, I have a video on my channel that talks about that question, tell me about yourself. This was the exact strategy I've used from the beginning to get my first BA job, even up until now. Like, I've always leveraged that particular way of answering that question, tell me about yourself. And if that's something that you're interested in, I would link the video up here so that you can watch it. Now, why I'm saying you should prepare for it beforehand is that as we are currently in this hiring surge where it's like a lot of companies are looking for people, as you start to put out your applications, you could potentially get a few calls from recruiters. Now, you want a situation where it's like you are very much prepared, that when a recruiter actually calls you and says, oh, can you tell me about yourself? You don't have to start looking for a book to start going through all those things. Because let me tell you, once you are being put on the spot, when someone calls you and asks you this question, you can actually go blank. Like, if you are not prepared, you can completely forget what you do on a normal day or on a day-to-day basis. But if it's something that you're already prepared for, even before you get your first call from a recruiter, when you do get that call and you're asked, oh, tell me about yourself, you can actually answer that question right off the bat with no here and there. So I want you to actually invest time in preparing for that question. Like I said, if you haven't watched this video, please watch it. It's going to help you. It's going to be a game changer for you. And if you master how to do this, it's going to actually help you move or potentially just get you to the first phase of the interview process, right? The efforts you actually put in right now can actually go a long way in defining what your next year could look like. So if you haven't started applying, please start applying. I know now there's been a lot of layoffs and right now the job market is very much unstable, but what I like to do and what I like to tell people around me is not to identify with the public. For the fact that people are losing their jobs, for the fact that people are struggling to get jobs, doesn't mean that that will be your own reality. Your case is different. Your case would always be different. If someone faced a particular type of challenge in their own journey towards securing a job, that does not really mean that that would be your case as well. You are your own person, that you are a different person on a different journey that cannot be replicated by any other person, right? So no matter how tight the job market is, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how people are struggling to get a job, you would get a job. And that is what I want you to tell yourself. So the effort you actually put in right now would go a long way in defining what your next year could look like. And honestly, I do wish you all the best. I hope that between now and December, if you are desperately searching for a job or if you really need a job, that you would be able to get it. Thank you for watching through till the end. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and send this to anyone who you feel like would need this video. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.